Lele. I think right now it's something past 11. Um, we are back at this. Ngilali. Ngilali. Eh, I'll probably fall asleep around 2 or 3 a.m. Ngikhumbula izinsuku zami zokuthwasa. Um, and I'm still in the shit. Every now and again it happens where I'll go months without sleeping properly. Thola ukuthi ngizuzume kahle mhlampe ngabo 5 or 4 in the morning. Abantu that have stayed with me know ukuthi hayi ziyaduma la kumina. I hope ngiyazwakala by the way, but ke yeah. um I wanted to just announce ukuthi ngolesihlanu on Friday I want us to have a family meeting. Those that comment can comment please, whether if kube 6 p.m. or 9 p.m. Yeah, 6 or 9 p.m. Let me know in the comment section. And I know people have a habit of sending me WhatsApp messages about lives. Bazalwane, please don't, because given isimo sokuthi in all the messages I receive, kune automatic message that goes off on WhatsApp. Umuntu mesende inquiry. There's an automatic response, but then I do go back and try and read all the messages and respond obviously to the urgent ones, and then la mani ngibuyela bona isikhathi kahle sokuhlala and go back to them. I'm drained actually. I'm just drained. But bengithi angitshele Friday family meeting, we're gonna do again our normal dream consultations. Or not consultations, but more of sizohlazia amaphupho. Please don't write 5 dreams on the live that you want me to dissect for you. Yeah, because I'm not planning to be on the live for very long. I want us to just discuss this particular topic. I wanted to write the title, but I'm going to actually cut me off of YouTube. There's only so many letters I can write, so YouTube cuts me off. So on Friday, I want us to actually discuss Christianity within a isinto setu. I want us to dive a little bit deep. And reason being also, ngifuna ukusizala abantu beyithunywa. Abantu abaneyithunywa, because there are active practices that we do as people active izinto esike sizenze that can actually hinder isithunywa somuntu, because I also want us to just understand ukuthi isithunywa si umoya ongcwele, but umoya ongcwele ngesiphi isimo. So I just want us to discuss that as much as possible without doing lama live esikusenze 1 hour and 30 minutes. Yo bazalwane, I know I can talk, but ngiyabona ukuthi yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, but I want to try ukuthi masisenza le live ingabi as long. So we'll do ama dream interpretations, but I'll first discuss. So ngabhala amaphupho enu on the live that I'll be doing, but we will first just discuss this particular thing, and then abantu abanembuzo about what we'll be discussing bakwazi ukuthi bayibuze, and then I can answer them as well as then dive into amaphupho. So ngobuningi benu ngifuna sihlangane on Friday, just have a nice family meeting discussing this, because it's really been disturbing my spirit, especially because I think recently I started actually being quite active on my TikTok. which we share no shagala, but it's like, yeah, but the TikTok. And I had a conversation today, and the person I was speaking to actually called TikTok a rank, utingati, rank, and it resonated so much because it actually helped me see how much also misinformation that we have. Ehamba hambe isibulale siyindle emnyama regarding isimo sethu semimoya, because as we stand as spiritual people, we are under the spiritual umbrella of spirituality, of which spirituality is actually very, very broad. It's broad, it's deep, and it's like ulwandle. It's just, you don't know where it starts and where it ends. And because aswazi umqalo nesiphetho sawo, a lot of dirt can be, like if you've gone to ulwandle, go to the beach, sometimes a lot of dirt is right there at the forefront of the beach that gets flushed onto the shore, and that's the water that ohlangabezana nawo. It's not clean, but because it just formulates a part of the water, you just assume that that water is fine, but that water is not. It's murky, it's dirty, and it's being rejected by the broadness of ulwandle. It's the water that it rejects, which speaks to the knowledge that we should be rejecting. And understanding ukuthi njengoba iningi lenu that are on these platforms, angakayi emaphehlweni, you haven't really done izinto ze-spirituality ekujuleni kwazo. You know, you haven't really dived deep into spirituality and what your spirituality means for you and the people that you work with. And for abantu beyithunywa, it's actually very detrimental because it causes us um, to fail dismally in connecting with umoya ingcwele, because as abantu abamnyama, we actually so deeply rooted and so deeply connected with God, in a manner that no nation, no nation can comprehend. Hence why bisicindezela kangaka sabantu abamnyama when it comes to our spirituality and when it comes to izinto zethu namasiko ethu, that connects us even further with our roots and our people and isimo sethu sikamoya. And you know, when I've done the consultations that I've been doing in the past week, one of the common threads was that most of the people that I actually spoke to this week, there has been other times, but this week in Jade was very dominant when I was speaking to a lot of people, and there's messaging that they would get in terms of dreams and in terms of visions that they would get that would speak to what I'll be speaking about on Friday, that also further confirm a lot of what I'll be speaking about on Friday, of which, if these are normal people living normal lives, but are trying to connect with their deeper selves and connect with their spirituality, and they haven't even done things to make them bajule on one side more than the other, or bajule on a subject or on a matter that they're not fully equipped with knowledge about, and they can be given communication on this element, then iyakhombisa ukuthi kunezinto that I think zilahlekile kuthina that makes it so hard for most people abaney'thunywa, and abayizithunywa ezihamba namadlozi, for them to properly merge these spirits to function in a manner that imoya iphakeme to this extent ukuthi into zabo ziqaqekile or zikhuluma ngendlela ethile that was meant to be able to easily access, but because they are being hindered by izinto ezikhona and ezenzakalayo esimeni sikamoya and the knowledge that is being consumed, ibahlehlisa emuva to the point where they're not moving forward in the manner that their ancestors and ithunywa zabo would like them to. So I just want to speak about all those things and hopefully, help some people and bakhona ukuthi bazi understand it better and bakhona ukuthi into zabo icace ngendlela efanele ukuthi mayicace ngayo. Because not everything needs ukuthi uye phehlweni for it to be clear to you, or ukuthi uye kumlaphi for it to be clear to you. There's work that you do at home while you are still gathering yourself and doing what you need to do in terms of your everyday life, but ukwazi ukuthi umoya wakho ulokhu uqaqeka, so that by the time you are doing anything regarding spirituality, kunesimo songibuleleka okukhona. So I hope I help everybody, and yay on road to 5,000 followers. Ngibonge nje, or subscribers, sorry. Ngibonge nje ukuthi asiqhubeke sikhule. Aqhubeke ikhule our Mbande family, our circle of abantu that isixoxisana nabo, and we grow and we learn spiritually, because every time I also do these videos, there's growth as well that comes for me as well, because the reason why I was telling somebody today, I actually told two people, I spoke to two people today about this, and I'd say the reason why I also don't do videos often is that I always want to do videos when umoya wami uzongiphelezela, when my spirit is guiding me, asijuleni lana, asikhulume ngalokhu, so that there are things that immediately they'll give me communication on, and ngikwazi ukuthi nani nginike knowledge or advice okunesindo that's not coming from me as a person, not coming from me as Thandi, but coming from me as umkhulu so and so. I don't tell you guys my spiritual name. But yeah, coming from me as umkhulu so and so, and coming from Amatongami, so everything has to have that weight, and not just doing videos for content, because Bazalon, I'm not a content creator. I never was, I never will be, and I'm somebody that considers myself as umuntu othunywa kubantu ukuthi azokwazi ukuletha ulwazi noma i-understanding of izinto that is happening spiritually, because nami I'm always consistently growing. I think Pema, yo, kwai. Yeah, sure. But yeah, I'm always somebody that is consistently growing, because there's no graduation for spiritual knowledge, because it's never ending. So you can't graduate it. You can graduate to Peshweni, but you can't graduate in spirituality, because that knowledge is forever expanding and immersing itself and showing different elements. So there's always, like, for example, a textbook upon a textbook upon a textbook that you have to open and read and learn from, and then another textbook you have to open and read and learn from, and then you have to do practicals, and then you have to go back to the textbook, and then you have to do practicals again. So I think this is a varsity that just doesn't end. So as others grow, I also grow and learn new things, and get shown different elements and understanding. This is gonna keep happening, so I have to end this soon. But yeah, so asikhuleni, um, asikhuleni, as let's always approach things with understanding and patience, and the ability to really listen. Because sometimes, I think into esishayisa abantu ukuthi sometimes we listen without the art of truly listening and hearing what somebody is saying and understanding what somebody is saying. I think sometimes we listen with the mindset of ngiyezwa but there's always ngiyezwa but instead of truly listening and not having a but at the end, um, so that you can absorb what somebody is saying and understand the context and understand the variables, the different variables within that conversation, and not just ulalele into but uyilalela ngamadlebe and not just and not with umoya as well. Yonke into mesilalela izinto ey'kanjena fanele siyilalele ngamadlebe and umoya, because umoya also guides us. So asikhuleni, akukhanye, akube mhlophe kunina, and sihlangana ngolesihlanu. Ngibonge nje everything, ukuthi you guys are so patient with me, and even with my own inconsistencies with posting. I really do appreciate it, because I ngingixine eduze, and yeah, ngiyakwazi ukuthi ningibekezelele nokuthi when I come with my ancestors. I'm not coming alone, so you are open to listening to what I have to say and appreciating it, and understanding those that tend to understand. So yeah, akukhanye kube kuhle kube mhlophe, asilele nonishabalala kalele. In fact, unokuboyizina kalele. So 3 of us are not sleeping. But it's a life of ubungoma, ube isangoma. And then yeah, if I don't respond to your messages, I actually posted this on my WhatsApp, but I know not everybody goes through my stories. But if I don't respond to you immediately, or I take a day to respond to your messages, and then ngakhathali reminder, because in between going through my WhatsApp messages, I have consultations, both online and esigodlweni. And top of that, I am a spiritual parent to abantu that just want to grow spiritually and understand things. So not just like amatwasana, no, but like to people that I heal, and that I'm somebody that they seek advice from and just want to understand certain things. So I always try to give those people my time as well. Abantu abasazama ukuzithola and bakhule ba-understand. So I play the role of a spiritual mother to those people, and ngibalekelele kwizinto abafuna ukucaciseleke kuzona. Even in terms of like dream consultations, I always give everything my time, so that ngikwazi ukuthi abantu basizakale, because sometimes I get people, like for example, I have 4 people that are hectic dreamers. They are hectic dreamers, and every week these 4 people, I need to make time for them. It's okay, today's your day, tomorrow is that day, and on a certain day it's that other person's day, and we go through their dreams and siwahlaziye kancane kancane kancane. So I try to really accommodate everybody, because at the end of the day, umsebenzi wami ukuthi ngilaphe ngisize, regardless of ukuthi high low, what they need from me is costing this much, so I need to give that person more attention, or that person is ngifakela imali kakhulu. I don't work like that. I try to give every single person that I heal, on whatever capacity isikhathi sami. So yeah, niphile bantu benkosi, niphile bantu bamoya. niphile bantwana bamathongo. Kube uhlobo omhlophe and sizohlangana ngolesihlanu emakhosini.